Hi Will, hi YouTube land. Bit of Ramones in the background. Right, anyone who knows me knows that I'm a bit of a wrestling fan as well, a bit of a pro wrestling fan as well as a comic book fan. The problem with being a pro wrestling fan is that, especially nowadays, the WWE doesn't do long-term storylines. So they're constantly insulting your intelligence, really. Things don't make sense from week to week. They assume that everyone's got an attention span of, maximum of 2 weeks, then everything changes again. So you can watch the matches, you can watch the weekly show, but you don't get any long-term satisfaction. The good thing about comics, really good comics, is that you do get this long-term satisfaction from reading stories. And I got that this week, in this book. Swamp Thing. Which was a bit of a surprise, because it's got different writers to the things that this is actually referencing. Now, I'll talk about the comic now and go into a little bit more detail. Right, Swamp Thing, The Face of Cedar revealed, number 24. So they're promising you that they'll show you who this Cedar is. He's been causing Swamp Thing some problems over the last few weeks. And Charles Soule, sort of writing now, by the way. So we start the book with Cedar. Talking to a guy in the desert who actually mentions Allah. So they have Muslims in DC. That's good to see. It's good to just actually acknowledge that Islam exists. Which Jeff Johns had a problem with in a bit Black Adam annual. He didn't seem to want to mention that. You can mention it. It's the facts of life. Yeah, it's nothing controversial about mentioning it. There we go. It's the artwork. So what's Cedar's doing is he's going around the world and he's trying to do good, but he's doing bad at the same time. Everything has a balance, and Cedar, he's just throwing his seeds everywhere. And if you throw your seeds in one place, it obviously affects what's happening in the eco-culture with the plants and animals. But he doesn't seem to realise that. Right. I love the Ramones, they're fantastic. Okay, so the Cedar has a conversation here with Swamp Thing. Here we go. Swamp Thing saying, Cedar, we need to talk. And what he's talking to Cedar about is what I just discussed there about Cedar putting things out of balance. And Swamp Thing takes off his hoodie, and Cedar's revealed. Ready for a spoiler? You probably know, if you're like a long-term Swamp Thing fan, you probably know who Cedar is already. Is a Floronic Man. Oh, Jason Woodrow. Probably most famously appearing in Alan Moore's run of Swamp Thing. There he is, Jason Woodrow, or the Floronic Man, or Cedar. That's who Cedar is. So you guessed what they said on the front cover? He is revealed. I had my suspicions that was him anyway, but it's nice to see. And Cedar's basically saying to Swamp Thing, I'm not your enemy. And then he explains to him what's going on. What's happening is that Cedar was given powers by the Parliament of Trees. Parliament of Trees are, let me see, almost like a Congress really, in the Green. If Swamp Thing's the president of the Parliament of Trees to the Congress, the Congress of Trees gave this Jason Woodrow power. Why do they give him power? Little box here in 2012's classic Swamp Thing annual. Here we go. It's explained in here. This one's written by Snyder. It's annual from December 2012. So what happens in this book here is because of what happens in this book here. Different writer, a good Burns December, quite a few months ago, wasn't it? So great, long-term story satisfaction there for long-term readers like me. You're building, which is really surprising me over different writers. But it shows that Swamp Thing is it's not just different writers. They're not going to just ignore what happened before. They're going to take I say Charles Soule is referencing what's happened before, and that's fantastic. I love that. Really appreciate that, Charles Soule. If you're watching that this video, thanks. I do appreciate that. So if I just go into this book here, this is the book that's been referenced. It's been drawn by Becky Cloonan, one of my favourite artists. So if you haven't got this book, pick it up. Not just for the Jason Woodrow thing, but also because the art's beautiful. This is like a backstory on Swamp Thing, before he came to Swamp Thing, when he was a young man. There he is, as a young man. Yeah, that's what Swamp Thing looked like before he was Swamp Thing. Alex Holland, of course. And he actually meets this extremely attractive young girl. The artwork's beautiful, isn't it? Especially Cleveland's art. It makes everything look so cute. It's Alex Holland meeting Abigail Arcane. Yes, the niece of the Anton Arcane. In a Carpathian village. There they are. It's very romantic. Big skull there. They're getting to know each other as young people. And her uncle, Abigail's uncle, realises that this man is going to be a threat to him in the future. He's going to be a big shot within the green. So he tries to kill him. So Anton Arcane, drawn very ugly here. I'll give you an example of how he's drawn by Becky Cloonan. There's Anton Arcane, uncle of Abigail Arcane, girlfriend of Alex Holland. There's just meeting her. He tries to kill Alex Holland as a young man before he can become a Swamp Thing. But Alex is rescued by the Parliament of the Trees. Someone from there helping him. But they can't do everything themselves. They need the help of someone. And whose help do they need? Of course, Jason Woodrow. Jason Woodrow. There he is there. And he's saying, if I do this, you'll give me what I ask of you. And they're saying, I have only moments left, Jason Woodrow. Take him to the airport, back to the swamp, and you shall have what you desire of us. So that's Cedar. That man there. Oop. I'll get it. That man there, Jason Woodrow, that is Cedar. And helping out the young Alex Holland. And that's Cedar nowadays there. He has the power from the Parliament of Trees. And Swamp Thing thinks that he's not doing what he should be doing with that power. So there's conversation between Swamp Thing and Jason Woodrow. And if you go to the end of the book, I'll do a spoiler here, because I want to talk about the entire book. I'll do a spoiler at the end, okay? Because you're going to read all about this anyway. It's the big thing in Swamp Thing over the next few weeks. The Parliament of the Trees I'm saying, here we go. This is the Parliament of the Trees talking. Jason Woodrow has achieved much. Our faith in him was not misplaced. Swamp Thing saying, what? His skill with the green is indisputable. He nearly bested you, our champion, even without full access to the green. Still, we acknowledge that you have not been working with the green as long as Jason Woodrow. We believe it is in the interest of the green to see which of you will be the stronger avatar. But only once you have both achieved your full potential, we will return Jason Woodrow's gifts to him, so they can give him the power of the green again. They took it away from him just for a short amount of time in this book. And there he is. Cedar or Jason Woodrow going, oh thank God, thank you, oh thank you so much. It's strange, isn't it, what the Parliament of the Trees is doing here? Then they're saying, you will each be given time to master your abilities as best as you can, and then you shall do battle once again. Whoever defeats the other will reign as the avatar of the green. This is the will of the Parliament of the Trees. And again, Swamp Thing going, what? Can't believe it. Can't believe this decision of the Parliament of the Trees. They can have this battle, this Jason Woodrow, Cedar, against Swamp Thing. And obviously the winner is going to be the new avatar of the green. And here we go at the bottom. The race for the title begins in 4 weeks in Swamp Thing Annual number 2. So wow, I love this book. Swamp Thing number 24. Thank you, Charles Soule. Thank you, Charles Soule. Going back, referencing what's happened in this. Jason Woodrow, the Floronic Man, Cedar. Brilliant, brilliant. That's why I love comics. These really are. This is comic book storytelling at its best. For guys like me who've got Swamp Thing on the pull list, get it every single month. That's what you want. You want to go back to your old issues and see things then played out in the issues that you're buying now. So brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I absolutely love this issue. Swamp Thing number 24. I give it a 10 out of 10. Just what I'm looking for in comics. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Get this. Get Swamp Thing number 24. Then go back, get the Swamp Thing annual #1 from December 2012. Because it's got the great Becky Cloonan art in it as well. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Really made my day, this one has. Lovely. 10 out of 10. Get it now. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you, Charles Soule. Okay, that's it for me. See you later. Goodbye.